So enough said, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me in extending a very warm welcome to Mayor Nahid Nenshi.
I want to start today with a little story. As you know, 2012 is a very big year for Calgary. And it's a big year for Calgary for many, many reasons. But one of the reasons is because we celebrate this year the centennial of many, many important institutions across the city. The 100th anniversary of the Calgary Public Library, the 100th anniversary of Calgary Recreation, the 100th anniversary of that little event we put on in the summer. What's that one called again? The Calgary Stampede. The 100th anniversary of that beautiful building that I get to go to work in every day, Historic City Hall. There was another 100th anniversary I got to go to this year. It was the 100th anniversary of a school in downtown Calgary called Connaught School. It was a young man I met in grade 6 with a beautiful singing voice who was singing in the choir that day from East Africa. He had been to school in his life for 6 months. All of those in Calgary at Connaught School. And it was very, very easy to feel despair, to be very upset and saddened by the stories of these kids. But you know, I didn't feel any despair for those kids. And the reason I didn't feel any despair for those kids is because I thought to myself, you know, we've saved them. They're going to be fine. They're in this community that will embrace them, that will help them achieve whatever they need to be and help them to live really great lives. They'll have the benefit of an outstanding public education. And you know what? They're going to be just fine. I talked to the parents, the kids' parents who were there for the assembly. And I said to them, go back to school, improve your English, work in the field in which you were trained. We'll help you do that. We don't always make it easy, and we should make it easier. But don't give up your own dreams. And the reason that I want to tell you that story today is because I think that the work that this organization does and the people that we're going to be honoring today are the absolute epitome of this, of saying to adult learners and people throughout their lives, you have great opportunities still. You've got to take that first step. You've got to be able to engage in that learning. But once you do, we're here to help you. And we're here to help you achieve those dreams and to live an amazing life. My learning continues, and it continues informally every single day. And I think that understanding that learning path, that lifelong learning path, is an important part of what we need to do as a community. Because lifelong learning is an investment in people. It's an investment in people to be able to invest in their own community. We've got some remarkable winners today. I want to say just a word about one of them. And that is someone who chaired the advisory committee to me on Aboriginal issues in Calgary, Laurie Vilbrin. And when we look at Laurie's example, both through her formal education and her informal education, and we look at what she was able to do and what her legacy continues to do for this community, we understand what community means. We understand what lifelong learning really, really means. And you'll hear more about her and more about her example going forward, but I just want to highlight that. When we hear the stories of all of the winners today, let's take them and think not just these are great people, and it's great that we're giving them this beautiful sculpture, and it's great that we're honoring them. That's amazing. But let's also think, what can we take back to our own offices, to our own families, to our own schools, to our own workplaces, to our own communities, to our own lives from these examples, and how can we indeed be inspired by these examples and follow through them? I don't think I've ever met anybody who really doesn't care, who doesn't care about their own future, who doesn't care about the future of their family, who doesn't care about the future of their neighborhood. The problem we have is that far too many people don't believe that they have any ability to make that change, that things like government and nonprofit institutions and big business are over here, whereas my own hopes and dreams and fears and challenges for my own future are over here. And it's our job to make that connection, to make sure that people understand that the community supports their hopes and dreams and fears and challenges, and that they have the power to make change with the support of our community. That's what organizations like Calgary Learns do every day. That's what the people whom we're honoring today do every single day. And I hope that today we can all take away from that we too have the ability to do that every single day and to work hard to make that better community that we all need so very badly. So thank you all. Thank you for listening to me prattle on as I do. But most important, thank you to Calgary Learns, thank you to the organizers today, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to all of the people that we are honoring today. May your story inspire us all to continue to build a better community.